Hello everybody, and welcome to Exploring Black Desert Online. This is going to be an introduction video on my next series. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I do not rush through content, and I have my own way of playing the game. This is going to be no different. I'd like to tell you a little bit of the basics of this game before we dive in to the character creation. Black Desert Online is buy to play, meaning that you do have to purchase the game, but then you play for free. There's no monthly sub fee. Content is continuously being added. We just had an update the other day, and in fact, they're going to bring out their very first dungeon later this year. Black Desert Online is mostly a solo game experience. You can group up at the higher levels to fight monsters and such as that, but there is no structured dungeons or raiding in this game. The guild system is quite interesting. I'm not going to get into that with this series. Black Desert Online is open world PvP after you reach level 50. There are different battlegrounds and such as that. There are other activities for PvP, which I am also not going to be going over in this series. If PvP happens, it happens to me, but I'm not most likely going to go searching for it. The combat system in this game is very active, and it is really awesome. You will see a sample of that in the videos while we choose which class that we want to be for the series. So why don't we go ahead and get started. I do want to say that I am not an expert at this game. My highest character is level 30, and so there's a lot that I have not experienced. I will do the best to share what I have learned as we play along with the character that we will create today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe. I do appreciate it very much. I've already gone through and got my settings all sorted out, so I'm not going to be going through that this morning. We may do the settings another day. So let me go ahead and hit the start, and brings you to the server selection screen. Now, Black Desert Online has a one world system, meaning everything happens on one world, but there are different, copies or instances, I guess you could say, of the servers, and you are free to pick and choose and move around as much as you'd like. If, say, you log into a server and it's pretty much dead, you might want to hop onto another instance to see if there's something else going on there, and so on and so on. I guess there is a 15-minute wait before you can shift, so you can't just server hop, continuously, which makes sense. Now, there are different types of servers in the game, and there's quite a few of them, as you can see. This season PvP server, so there are specific PvP servers, and then there is a regular PvP server if you are feeling up to that. The season servers are for new and returning players, but they're temporary servers. You will be given benefits and special gear on these servers that will help you level up. And once the season is completed, your character will then be sent to a regular server. The Olvia servers have more XP, They're also preferred servers for new players and players that are returning. And if I click on one of them, it does tell us you can get an extra 100% combat XP and 30% of skill XP from level 50 in Olvia Grow servers. You can reach up to level 60 in Olvia servers. I have always played on the Valencia 1 server, so that's the one that we're going to be playing on. Now, as you can see, I have 4 characters that I've created. Britlin is the highest one that I have ever done. Now, she is a shy, and she is a very unique class. Shies are a lot of fun to play, and she has been doing quite a bit with getting into crafting and such as of late. And so that is going to be mainly her focus as of right now. I created this character, Alena, about 24 hours ago, and she's already level 14. So you will level very quickly in this game just by doing the main story. And she has not really touched on anything else in this game yet, and that's fine. I've also created, oh, and she's a mystic. I've also created Emily Rose. She I have not done anything with. She is a lawn, and I'll go over the different classes here in just a moment. And I also have a newly created level 1 Azadiah. Now, Azadiah is a witch, so I tried to make an older, decrepit looking character, just for my own roleplay purposes. She by no means is very pretty, but you know what? It's okay. There's a lot of beauty in this game, which you will see. So I didn't have a problem at all creating her. And we are going to create another character today so I can share with you the character selection screen. Now, Black Desert operates on a family system. So when you first start the game, you will be asked to create a family name. You can think of that as a last name. And this name is going to be given to every character you create going forward. All of your characters are in the same family. They share a lot of information in the game. So you don't need to start off at 0 with every new character you create and work your way up. One reason that I promote more than one character, and the main reason I'm doing it, is it allows you to have more storage. Storage is going to be a premium in this game, at least initially. And you won't know what to save and what not to save. So having extra inventory and room on other characters just to hold temporarily is going to be a very big help. So the more characters you can make, the better. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go into the character selection screen. And I do want to create a new character. And now it's going to send us to the class screen right off the bat. There's 21 different classes in this game, and you can check the video down in the screen here just to get an idea of the different combat styles for the classes in this game. Now, this is the newest class, the Nova. If you look down here, you will see this little hexagon, or it's not a hexagon, I don't know what this shape is called, I'm sorry. I wasn't very good with geometry. But you're going to see the strengths and weaknesses of each class shown here. So, like, her defense is very strong, and her control is good. Her combo and attack are also quite good. Her weakest is evasion. So, and this also can help you determine, if you're a beginner, what might be the easiest class to start with. The next one is the warrior. Now, warriors are skilled fighters, and they have sword and shield as their main weapons. Then we have Hashashin, which I think is an awesome looking character, as is, I mean, that armor is just fantastic. And the Ashashan is a desert spell casting fighter. And we have a ranger. And of course, they specialize in archery attacks. Guardians. They're very powerful. They wield a single-handed battle axe and a shield. The sorceress controls the battlefield with dark magic. This is what we are going to play for this series. But I want to go through these classes really quick just to give you an idea of what's available. Then you have the Lawn. Lawns are martial artists. They also fight with this crescent pendulum. Berserker is a very large character in this game. They use double axes. The Tamer is a pet class. They have a divine beast that can help them. Now the Shy is the smallest character in the game. She uses a giant boomerang for combat. And she has a mystical sub-weapon used to heal and protect. Strikers are hand-to-hand combats. They're kind of like they like to fight on the streets. Kind of self-taught, I suppose. Mooses fight with Oriental-style martial arts and with a blade and horn bow. The Maewa fights with Oriental-style martial arts and with a blade and horn bow also. You have the Mystic. Mystics are hand-to-hand combatants who attain their skills after countless training in the East. They use punches and kicks. Valkyries are armed with sword, shield, and divine magic. Kunoichis use sword, martial arts, and ninjutsu. And ninjas use sword, martial arts, and ninjutsu. Dark Knight fight with the Kriegsmesser and magic. Wizards and witches are pretty much the same. They, of course, use magic. And the archer uses a crossbow. So the archer and the ranger are fairly close together. There's the Kyunichi and the ninja, and then you have the witch and the wizard. So there are some classes that sort of do crossover as far as getting around the gender locking. I'm going to choose a sorceress for this Let's Play. I have never played one before. This is going to be new. And yeah, so we're going to hit create. Now, we are not going to be on a seasoned server. So I am just going to kind of slip through those real quick. And when you get to this character screen, you will see that the seasoned character is already selected. Well, I don't want that. So I am going to unselect that and create a normal character. You do not want to select a character name until you are finished with your customization, because as soon as you do that, you will be sent to the game screen and you will not be able to come back here to this screen. All right, the character creation UI is the same for each class. You have different things that you can do. You have horoscope. So it says down here in the box, it's easier to become friends with an NPC who shares the same horoscope as you. So you want to make sure that you pick one in such a way that is appealing to you. Now for her, I am going to go with, let's see, what do I want to go with? Don't think it was the, no, it's not the boat. Here we go. She's going to be the wagon because her personality is going to be, she takes action. She doesn't let anybody push her around, and she gets right in there when she knows what needs doing, and she does it. She's born to wealth, which of course makes her precious, which of course makes her selfish. And that seems to fit the class of a sorcerer. Now, the weather, I think, is just the background. Now, you can look at the different clothing options available for the sorcerer. Now, when you start the game, you're not going to look like this, no matter what you pick. This just gives you an idea of the different costumes that you can get for a sorcerer. This is probably what she's going to look like when she starts the game. Now some of them have helmets, which this one doesn't, but if it does, we'll leave that on so you can see. So I'm thinking that these are the high-end costumes for the game. Even though it says not applied in game, I have a feeling we're going to look more like this. Just saying. So I'm not going to worry about it. Now we get over to the good stuff here. First, I'm going to change the hair. The hair is not going to be what I pick, but I want to put the hair up so that I can do the face. And different classes have different options. So that's what we're going to do just for right now until I get the face down. But before I go any further on the actual customizing, there is a shortcut that you can take. You can go down here to the beauty album, and we are going to do that. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up this screen, and we want to go to the gallery, and it's going to automatically pick the class that we have chosen, because you cannot use a visual from a class that is, different from your class, because the outfits are different, obviously. And what you want to do is you want to just scroll down. If you see something that you like, and which you can change also, you can make it a little bit better. So I am going to apply this one. Yes, I want to apply it. And there she is. Now I'm going to change her, but I'm going to save her because I want to make sure that she's going to be here for me to pull up. Okay, so we've got her basics down. I really think that her face looks really pretty. I do want to change her skin tone. And here we go. All right, I do want to lighten her up a bit. There we go. I think she's gorgeous. Now, her makeup. Now, face shape, I just want to show you really quick. If you go into the customization, and you go into face shape, you have these different controllers. Now, when you come over here to, we're on this top one here. When you want to, say you want to come over here, you can pick an area and you can just hold down your left mouse button and you can make small changes. Like say I don't want her nose that large or that wide. I can make small changes that way. So this top button makes things move up and side. This one makes them go round and round, and this one is the sizer. And you can do everything from the lips. See, I want her top lip a little bigger. I want her mouth a little wider. And you can set it to be symmetrical or not. Tattoos. We're going to get rid of that tattoo. I think she's adorable, and so that is going to be her. Now, it didn't take me very long because I used this album, and I would recommend it if you're a first-time player, unless you just want to spend hours, literally hours, on on this screen. But let's change her hair color. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that. I didn't want straight black, but I wanted something a little bit with a little bit of color in it. I think I'm happy with that. When you're all finished, you need to pick a name. Now, picking a name is going to be really challenging because there's so many names that have already been taken. So I've got one that I hopefully is not taken. Alishera. And then I'm going to hit create. Oh, wait. I want to save the file again. Okay, and the reason I'm saving that is in case I want to use this look on another character down the road and perhaps maybe change it out. So we are ready to go. Fantastic. And there she is. Well, everybody, I am going to leave the episode here. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and subscribe. And hope to see you next time. Take care all. Bye-bye now.